Man claims he was shot by his dog while lying in bed. Teach you to put a turtle in your pants.
Claims.
That's so much worse than dog ate my homework.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, want to say thank you to our sponsor, Chewy. With over 100,000 products from top pet brands, Chewy makes it easy to find everything from food to treats to beds and toys, all delivered to your door in 1 to 2 days, and they carry supplies for birds, fish, reptiles, and other small pets. Chewy has everything you need to keep your pet happy and healthy. And right now you can save $20 on your first order and get free shipping by going to chewy.com/DPT. That's chewy.com/DPT to save $20 on your first order with free shipping. Chewy.com/DPT. Minimum purchase required. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See site for complete details. Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Phillips. Henry Phillips. Welcome to the show, dude.
Good to be here.
It's so good to see you. We've hung out.
After
We're spending time in St. Louis with you and on the golf course with you. We get you in the podcast studio, and I'm so happy you're here with your fresh new kicks, which look amazing.
Yeah. You said you got these from Greg Warren?
Yeah, Greg Warren.
Hold them on. Kick them up high above the table so
like
people can see them.
He's the king of St. Louis. And the night that I hung out with you guys, we were at this amazing festival, the Flyover.
So Flyover.
Yes.
You were there too?
Yeah.
And
that's where I saw you.
I was staying at Greg Warren's place, and I didn't realize this, but if you wear shoes for long enough, the back part, there's like a razor blade or something.
Oh, yeah. It just
and
cuts into your
I don't
heel.
know who designed that feature, but if you wear it down enough,
it pops in.
Yeah, so I was at the Comedy Club at the Funny Bone, not the Westport one, the other one with Greg, and I'm standing around talking to people, and I just looked down, and I had blood running down my foot.
You're like Kurt Schilling all of a sudden.
I'm like, what? Like I'm literally injured with blood just from my shoe? And Greg's like, yeah, shoes will do that. And I'm like, really? Okay. And so he gave me these shoes, and then I've got nothing but compliments on them. And every time I get complimented on some kind of clothing, it's always something somebody else
gave to you. It has
never
nothing
a
to do with
choice.
your decision making. So it's a reaffirmation that your tastes suck.
Yeah, and now that I know that about myself, I'm accepting articles of clothing from people that want to send it.
Look right into your camera and tell them you need clothes. Right there. All right,
your taste is better than mine.
There you go.
That's all I'm
he
saying.
said it.
So people bring merch to your shows
and give you
their merch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to sell merch, and they're just bringing me stuff.
And then they're like, "Hey, do you want to get a picture in the merch I gave you?" And you're like, "Yeah, I guess."
Sure. It's a charity event, basically.
You'd look good in this. Mm-hmm. All right, here's the deal. The world's getting dumber, Henry. We know this to be true. Okay. Our fans send in great stories that we then just riff on. So Daniel's got one. He's going to jump right in. Do it.
Ready?
Dan. Yes.
I don't know that I've ever read a story from this person, but he is part of the community canon of this show. Sent in by Charlie Schulman at Monotone Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Charlie sent it. Oh, you've never read one. We've read them from him.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Charlie.
Comes from the New York Post, so it's going to definitely be punny.
Just get ready. You're not going to like the writing. You're not going to like the writing, Henry.
Pool pooped. This is the headline. Pool pooped in at luxury New York City condo. You don't want that. Here's the. Let's get into it.
People definitely didn't pay for that.
Wait. So pool pooped in. They didn't phrase it like so and so pooped in the pool.
No, but a pool was just pooped in.
That conveniently leaves out the name.
Yeah. Right.
Probably
so either it's an unsolved poop,
or someone the Post is trying to protect.
I wish there was some way to DNA test it.
The stool pigeon has landed in one crappy situation.
Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up, New York Post.
Building management at the Rio. Funny, that's a luxury New York City apartment, but
has to do with Brazil.
Rundown casino.
Oh, the Rio.
Building manager at the Rio, probably much better than the casino.
Sure.
A condo building at 304 East 65th Street.
Put it on the walking tour.
Where units sell for millions, is accusing a resident of using the luxury building's pool as a toilet, attorneys allege in court documents submitted Wednesday.
You don't have one camera on the pool?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's so easy.
Maybe people would find that creepy.
What?
At least for the entrance and exit.
Security camera on the pool?
Sure.
God forbid someone drowns somebody else, murders someone in that pool.
After resident...
Or just
poops in it?
After resident Helen Hirsch defecated in the fitness center's pool and then again in the fitness center's shower.
Helen Hirsch?
Helen Hirsch.
What are you doing, Helen?
The condominium was forced to shut down the fitness center's pool so that it could be properly sanitized and to take the fitness center's...
They got to drain the entire pool.
Shower out of use so that it could be cleaned and disinfected. The lawsuit
What
filed
is
in New
wrong
York.
with Helen Hirsch?
As far as showers go, pretty easy to clean out a shower with shit in it, right? Just cover the whole thing in soap and then wash it off.
Helen.
Or give maybe a scrub.
I loved Helen Hirsch in As Good as It Gets.
Yeah. Helen Hirsch?
That's Helen Hunt.
Oh, sorry. And Judd Hirsch.
Right? I loved Helen Hirsch in Ordinary People. I loved Helen Hirsch in Dropping a Deuce.
Yes, that's she's the star of.
Yeah.
This was filed in the state Supreme Court, New York State Supreme Court. It's gone all the way to the top or bottom.
Wow.
In addition to pooping in public, Hirsch also, quote, screams and makes loud noises while using the gym and the pool. Is it weird that I find the screaming in the gym as offensive as shitting in the pool?
No. Shut up while I'm on She's working hard.
Noise pollution.
Noise pollution.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have headphones in the gym?
Do any of the three of you belong to a gym here in LA?
No, I'm going to start. I think I need to start. I'm going to start belonging.
Come to my gym.
There's a gym
What's
over by me.
Go Tribe. It's one of the best. I can't speak highly. Like anything I say to it will be less than Toluca Lake.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, you can
go there. There's one that is over in Atwater, and I was like, I can't believe, and I've said this on this podcast, how much
where?
In Atwater, literally right over the bridge there.
Yeah.
I can't believe how gyms have not updated since we went. Like, we're going to gyms in
they're still. I mean,
they're the same thing.
Yeah.
They're playing the same music.
Yeah.
They're the same people are at the
Helen
gym.
Hirsch is screaming in every single one of them.
Why is Helen screaming, Henry?
I've always heard in terms of gyms that you really don't need to go until you've already. There's so much you can do at home in terms of push-ups, sit-ups, and stuff.
That's for sure.
That before a gym is actually necessary.
Yes.
Gym's
so that's my reason for not going to the gym.
Break glass if too fast.
To me, completely uneducated. I do have a trainer at my gym. Her name is Kira. That's part of how the gym works. It's phenomenal. I could really do a full commercial. How great gym Go trainers.
Yeah,
but
to
me, I think there's three types of
people at the gym.
Fitness.
Oh.
There is exercise.
Sure.
And that is like, what can you do in your house? Just go for a walk. Especially if you can do it where there's an incline. That's going to be amazing for your body.
Do it every day.
Then there's working out, which is like, hey, you're going to do this, this, and this today, and you need this equipment or this sort of stuff. And that is like can be really, really good for your body, especially if you're doing it correctly.
Bone density.
And then
as
the
you're
most
getting
one,
older.
which almost no one will ever do unless we get cast in something that
Stretching.
requires it, is training.
Yeah.
Like you are training for something.
Right, correct.
And so Go Tribe is just amazing. But you're exactly right. Like if you just want to like exercise and get fit, you don't need. You need a little band set and 10-pound dumbbells. You can do so much.
You're good.
I've heard the same thing with finances. I'm terrible with finances, so nobody listen to what I'm about to say.
Let the gym handle your finances?
No.
It's called Henry
It's
coin.
pointless to invest until you've paid off your debts because you're never going to get as good of a return on your investment as you would from paying off the debt. I've heard somebody say that. So as a result, similar to the gym, I don't invest. I don't pay debts. I don't go to the gym. I don't do anything.
I don't buy my own shoes. They're all given to me.
I just talk myself out of everything that's constructive.
We'll get back into it, but the reason I asked is because like I had 4 months where due to an injury I couldn't go to my gym, and so I just was going to 24-hour fitness, and that is a free-for-all.
Oh, yeah.
It is just, I'm not joking. At one point, I like going into the sauna. There was a 12-year-old in the sauna for like 30 minutes.
No.
Like, I don't think this is good for your...
This can't be in there. Not going to grow.
There's people just like taking weights from the weight section like into the pool, like running with dumbbells.
What?
Yes. At any point, you never know like where any other thing is that
Helen
you need.
Hirsch is yelling at people?
Yes, there's people inventing new ways to use equipments. Like some people are just using like somehow they're doing pull-ups on a bench.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. So this is what's happening at the Rio as well. They take this all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Sure. Albany.
crazy.
Goes to Albany.
Yep. She screams and makes loud noises while using the gym. And she failed on numerous occasions to wear proper attire in the gym, using the gym equipment while in a wet bathing suit and not wearing proper athletic footwear to shower before using the pool.
This is
So she's in a wet swimsuit doing lap pull downs.
Oh, God. And on the bench just
Screaming.
making it wet, screaming at everybody.
Yes.
Like she's exactly who you don't want in your gym.
Oh, I don't even approach.
You gotta kick her out of the building.
I mean, that is what these
This is
buildings
when the
are.
buildings can kick her out.
Did you ever live in New York?
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So, like the doorman buildings or whatever, that if you have a building nice enough to have its own gym and its own pool in it,
Yeah. Like
They
the
are
radio.
filled with rules.
Oh yeah.
You can't leave your
$1 million
mail
units.
here. You can't do this here. You
Right.
gotta
Your
like,
boxes can't be left here.
right. They're like minute rules that you
Yes.
will make
That
you
if you
upset.
break them, you're gone.
you're gone.
Right.
Get them
But
out.
they do want you to come to the Waffle Bar on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
True. True.
As a result, the board banned Hirsch from using the amenities, but she allegedly, I love this, finagled. I'll give that's a
Finagled.
+1. I know.
Finagled.
I know. Finagled
Okay.
her way back in by deceitfully obtaining a code access to the fitness center from a real estate broker who had been touring possible buyers through the building.
This is unbelievable. This woman is
Wow.
crafty beyond.
Unstoppable.
Kick
Right.
me out.
Can't stop her from doing an extra
Which
set
means
of.
there were realtors.
She's like Tom Cruise trying to get married again.
They
She'll
changed-
go anyway.
They changed the access code to keep her out and gave it to even realtors showing properties in the building.
Yeah, because
But
they have
not
to, be able
to
show the
Helen
gym.
Hirsch.
She's hanging out outside the door.
okay.
So what was
Do you
that
think
code?
she's like Jordan? She's like, and I took that personal. When they wouldn't give me to the access code to the
said
gym,
I was gonna
I
do
made that personal. That's personal to me.
personal to
You don't want to work out that way?
To Michael Jordan.
Don't work out that way, man.
Michael Jordan understands. That's a Michael Jordan.
So she gets the real estate broker. She cons him into letting her in. All right. And then she even forced her way into the fitness center when another resident was exiting through the fitness center door.
Okay, so you wait for someone to leave and then
Yeah,
you
that's
slide
not
through.
very. This isn't Mission Impossible.
I don't know if it's forcing your way.
Defendant has called the police to the building when building staff had attempted to restrict her access to the fitness center.
Right, dude. She's
She's calling
ruining
the
this.
cops.
And by the way, this is the thing. For people in this building, this is the biggest problem in their life.
100%.
We can't stop Helen Hirsch.
This is the thing that everyone's talking about,
Yes.
right? In this building.
At the
Yellow
recycling-
Oh, I'm
House.
sure. I'm
There's-
sure of it.
there's
yeah.
no-
to the
Helen's-
doorman. Helen's
Yeah.
up there again. She's back in the.
There's notes in the mailroom that are like, you know who, and they all know who they're talking about.
I mean,
and they leave notes for
under
each
their
other.
breath to the doorman. Who gave her the code?
Right. Yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't
Did
give
you
her
hear
the
she
code.
got the code? Yeah. Did you
didn't give
hear?
her the
That's
code.
Did you
big
hear
enough.
she got the
Did
code?
you hear she got the code? And everyone knows what that means.
Yeah. And is it illegal?
To give the code to her?
Once somebody has not told you a code, is it the same as breaking in, for example, breaking and entering?
That's such a good point.
Somebody gave you the code and you used it.
Then you're picking the lock, so
But
to
they're
speak.
saying she
guess.
sneakily got the code.
Building
Good
resident
question
of
for the
3
judge.
years, Ian Montgomery, tells the Post that he's relieved that the management is taking a hard line against messy circumstances, which have become the talk of the town.
Thank you.
I know.
It's a really nice building, he said, noting that the slew of number twos unleashed an eruption of texts from curious friends. My wife and I have used the pool every day, and I think this is the first poop incident that I've heard of. He adds
Like,
that
I even drink the pool water.
Wait,
All right.
hang on.
he
All
adds
righty.
that he doesn't personally know Hirsch, but who does really? But
Nobody.
is glad
She
to
doesn't
see
know
that the
herself.
building has taken appropriate action in enforcing the rules of civility and hygiene in the building and recovering expenses. Barry Margolis,
Oh,
they're getting
God.
everybody in.
Barry Margolis.
Put me in this
Barry
article.
Margolis has his own exercise equipment in his house that is just a coat rack.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Barry Margolis. Barry Margolis, a condo and co-op law expert and the litigation department co-chair of Abrams, Garfinkel, Margolis, and Bergson.
There you go.
Shout
I
out
was
to
a
them.
big
He's a
fan of their
partner.
early stuff.
Yeah, I love their early work. I love their jazz fusion work.
He said he's not surprised this became a legal matter. When an amenity is compromised by the behavior or actions of a particular unit owner, it is important for board and management to address it. Hirsch, however, claims she's clean. No, never, she told the Daily Beast when asked about the defecation reputation. Do they have evidence? Ridiculous, she said. I mean,
She's going at it.
Yeah.
She's going
Wait, defecation reputation, that was a Schoolhouse Rock.
yeah.
Defecation, reputation.
I'm just a deuce. Yes, I'm only a deuce. And I'm dropping right here in
this
pool.
pool.
The woman noted that she has plans to countersue. You knew that was coming.
Oh, that's coming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
believes building management is only on her case because she doesn't always tip building staff.
Oh.
So they're out
So
to get
this
her.
is why she's saying everyone's
we're gonna
blaming
wrap
her.
it up.
What's with all this tipping?
She then said, "Why should I tip you all the time? I don't want to live here anymore." So she's now that Tim Robinson character in the old guy suit. Is like, I don't even want to do
Yes,
this anymore.
in the mall. At the mall.
Yeah. Allied Partners, who manages the condominium, told the Post, no comment.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, no, she's gone.
She did it.
She's gone.
out.
Yeah. No, she's gone.
She's like, you want to see some shit?
Oh,
I'm
we'll,
gonna sue you.
yeah, we'll show you. Some
We'll
shit.
show you some
She's
shit.
the
Okay.
number 2 offender in this
How old?
building.
We'll get out and hear this.
How
old is Helen Hirsch?
Helen's in. A lot of people have kids that are named Helen now, but that's like
Yeah.
going back. So she's not. But
How
those
old?
are.
We
kids.
know someone who's
Hirsch.
married to a Helen who's a year younger than
Oh
us.
yeah, that is.
I'm going to say 75.
75 for Henry Phillips.
66.
69. 69. Nice.
69, dude. 69, bro.
All right, we'll leave it here. When we come back, I'll tell you what I'm up to. We'll talk about what Henry's up to. The Sklars have a great second story. It'll be Jason teeing us off with that.
Love it.
But I can tell you first, Helen Hirsch is 83 years old.
Whoa.
83 years
Wow.
old.
I don't have much time.
Amazing.
I got to
Yeah.
poop in as many pools as I can before I die.
Now I'm jealous because I'm just like, I don't have the energy for those types of fights even at 55.
Right, and
Yeah.
she's now taking the fight
She's
to
hitting the gym.
And she's
Most people can't drag themselves to the gym. She's fighting to get in.
good for
It's
her.
amazing.
All right,
Good
there you
for
go.
her.
Story number 1, down in the books. Henry Phillips is with us. We'll take a break and we'll come back and hear what Dan's going on right after this. It's Dumb People Town. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. The great Henry Phillips is with us.
Yes,
We're
he
going
is.
to tell you how you can catch him, see him do his lovely and amazing and interesting and unique comedy that is only a brand of comedy that he can do. But Daniel, first let us know where people can catch you.
Go to danielvankirk.com. I don't know when this is dropping, but in April I'm in Milwaukee. And in May I am in D.C. and I'm in Janesville, Wisconsin, and I'm headlining the Limestone Comedy Festival. I'm also going to be in Louisville at Planet of the Tapes. And then we'll head into the rest of the summer where I'm going to be in Wisconsin, again in Green Lake, and I'll be in Portland. Whole bunch of great stuff. Some NorCal stuff towards the end of the summer. Everything's at danielvankirk.com. And if you haven't checked out the Midnight Air, which is my weekly overnight radio podcast where I just talk about fun stuff to give you some company or help you fall asleep, you should check it out. It's the Midnight Air. It drops every Monday night right here on All Things Comedy.
I love it.
Good stuff.
Henry, I know you have a great date coming up in June that you're doing live in Illinois. Let people know about it.
First off, that sounds awesome. I don't travel as much as I used to, but
Yeah.
I used to love all those spots. Love the Limestone. And do you rent a car when you go out there? Or
It
do you-
depends. Sometimes because my family's in Rochelle, Illinois, which is near
Oh, there you
Chicago.
go.
So sometimes I'll fly into there and then just sort of like drive wherever I need to and then end up, drop the car back off in my hometown and then fly out of Chicago.
I love those. I've seen
Yeah.
so much of the country that way.
love it
I have one gig at the moment, Naperville, Illinois.
It's a lot of my people out
and
that
it's
way. Yeah.
It's a suburb of Chicago. I did it last year, and I'm not lying. It was just about the most fun gig
Oh, that's awesome.
I've done in a long
One of my best
time.
friends lives in Naperville. I'll tell him. Jeff Chase. should
Yeah,
come out and
please
see
do.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this bar called me up and they said, "Hey, we like what you do, and we'd like to have you do a show." And I'm like, "That's probably." You're always going to get a better situation that way, instead
they
of
want
trying to
seek you
muscle
out?
your way into
Oh,
something
yeah,
that they don't
yeah.
want you.
Of course.
So
Danny's Bar.
We had a great time. The show was fantastic. I was incredible. I was very funny.
On fire.
And afterward, we did karaoke and hung out with all the people in the audience.
That's
and Had
awesome.
a great time.
Dude, that sounds so fun. It's at Danny's Bar, right?
Yeah, and it's Naperville, Illinois, June 28th. You can go to henryphillips.com and check out the tour. And I'll also be putting whatever else comes up there.
Yeah,
Great.
check it out.
Awesome.
HenryPhillips.com. Do
There
it.
you go. All right,
Jay,
Jay.
jump
Yeah.
in. Here we go. This was sent in by Josh Mowat.
Great.
Jay Mowat. Man tried to sneak invasive turtle through airport security in his pants, TSA
I
said.
hope it bit him.
That's
Invasive turtle.
not a regular, not a snapping
Okay.
turtle. By the way, I've seen those videos where the snapping turtle is just sitting in front of something and there's like a big animal in front of it and it's just like, "Wow," and it takes the whole thing in like
Yeah.
one scoop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Eats the whole thing.
They can be violent.
Yeah, snapping turtles are mean. I don't know if this is a snapping turtle.
Why
but
would
it's
you put a snapping turtle?
an
First of all,
invasive turtle? No turtle wants to be in your pants.
No.
Can we
a
just
great call.
honestly
That's
say
a great
that?
call.
Unless
Yeah,
it's the turtle from Entourage.
right? He wants to be in your pants.
Yeah, that happened a lot. A lot of
The
episodes,
turtle
a lot
from
of beast
Entourage or
stories.
turtle from
Just
Entourage?
turtle.
All right. A Pennsylvania man was caught trying to carry a live turtle through airport security by hiding the reptile in his pants, the Transportation Security Administration said on Tuesday. That's
How
just
do you
TSA.
see that? Because I understand when
X-ray?
when your bag goes through the X-ray thing.
Yeah, he must have gone through body scan.
right. I
Because
bet
if
he
you go
went.
through metal, you're fine.
Yeah.
This is why you got to be TSA pre-check. You want to sneak that turtle through? Pay for the pre-check.
That's right.
A man who has not been identified was flagged last week when he went through a body scanner. Daniel,
There
nice
you
work.
go, Dan.
At
Odd
Newark
mess.
Liberty International Airport in New Jersey, the security agency said in a news release. TSA officer conducted a pat down of the man's groin area, and he just determined there was something. He knocked. What are you wearing, a cup? What's happening here?
So he should have put it in the back, right?
Thank you.
Yes.
You got a little junk in your trunk? You got a little shell in your smell?
But I don't know.
I mean, he put it in the wrong place.
But he really could say if he put it in the back there that he was turtling.
He's leaving out of LaGuardia?
No, this is Newark.
Or Newark. So he wants to take his pet turtle with him?
Yes. Here's my question. If you had the turtle in a little carrier.
Yeah, if you cleared it all, would anybody care?
But why do you not? Who would ask
clear?
if you had a turtle in a carrier? No one's going to be mad at that. What do they think? The turtle's going to go crazy on the flight and start attacking people?
Maybe he didn't realize that it was perfectly legal to bring your turtle.
So there's that thing where you're hiding something that isn't contraband, but you are still super guilty.
You get busted for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, what's in your pants, sir? Nothing. Popcorn I purchased at the airport. Don't keep it in your pants. Why are you hiding it?
Yeah.
There we go. When asked if he was hiding something, the man reached down the front of his pants and pulled out a live turtle.
Hang on a second.
He didn't even fight. Is
Is
this your turtle?
Yeah.
You got me.
All right.
The ruse is up.
The truth is, they probably were like, what is in there? And
Well, it showed up on the scan, and then they have to pat you down to see what that mass was.
Jesus Christ.
they said, is that a turtle in your pants, or are you just excited to see it?
Barely excited to see it.
Can I just...
I'm shell-shocked.
When you hear these stories, it's funny because we always try to picture the person. I always picture someone maybe like me or whatever.
Yes.
But then sometimes you'll either get, audio or like at the end of the true crime things, you see the pictures of the people and you're like, oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm
expect
picturing
this guy.
travel. Maybe Greg Warren and I are on a road trip or whatever,
right.
or we're at the airport and then I'm like, I think I'm going to bring my turtle.
He's like, well, you
And if
can't
he's
put
like,
it through.
Well, yeah, you can't. Or will they let you? I don't know. And I go,
Put it in your pants, bro.
just
You'll be
in
fine.
case.
Put it in your pants,
I'm gonna
Henry.
put it in my pants.
Yeah. No.
I'm trying to figure out how that conversation doesn't sound
Who
crazy
said that's
to
a
somebody.
good idea
Yeah.
and who okayed it?
Yeah.
Also,
and I'm
like,
sure if we saw the guy, we'd
are
be
you-
like, oh, well, of course he's putting a
Dude, you
turtle
got to
in.
put it in your pants in the Lyft or the Uber ride over there, because if you're doing it in the airport anywhere, people are going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Feels weird unless it's just you're
This
trying
is probably
to...
a deal where he's trying to sell it.
Yeah,
to wherever he's
maybe.
taking
Or
it.
breed it. The reptile was wrapped in a small blue towel. Officials estimated the turtle to be about how many inches long? Okay. 10?
We got to guess.
I'm going to go small. I'm going to go very small. I'm going to say 4 inches.
I'll say
10.
8.
One of you is 1 inch off. 9. Switch, go up or down.
7.
This turtle, Danny went the wrong way. 5 inches long.
Oh, there you go.
A man,
It's only this long, by
the
the way.
man allegedly told officials the reptile was a red-eared slider turtle. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Is that what that
true.
is?
I don't even know if that's a classification of turtle.
How do you...
This type of
Yeah,
turtle
TSA
is,
is like, whatever you say, man.
yeah, sure, is native to the Mississippi River area. Isn't the Mississippi River go up and down
Yeah.
the entire
Yeah.
United States?
Oh, yeah, that area.
What area?
Sure.
That
You
starts
mean
in
10
Minnesota, ends in
10
Baton Rouge.
states?
And
Yeah.
the Delta, yeah.
Yeah. You mean people in sweaters up north and then people in New Orleans?
Who are in shorts? According to the National Invasive Species Information Center. Who works there?
Probably not very many people. After
It's
the
a
past
popular
month.
pet, but is one of the most invasive species in the world because owners often release them into the wild, according to the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. Turtles can live between how many years? It's a 10-year difference.
Can I tell you this? That one of my youngest daughter's best friend, Luna, her family has a turtle in there and like in the aquarium, and it is the coolest thing ever. And it is like, it's so responsive and like she just swims around, but like you come over to the thing and she swims up to the edge. It's like they're very responsive and very cool.
And I feel like
animals.
they have long lives.
How long you think?
5 years.
I'm going to say 20 and 30.
I thought they were
Depends on the
known
species,
for having
but some are like
these
100.
really
Well, no, the
long.
old big tortoises.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was in Florida visiting my wife's parents, like I saw a huge tortoise, like the size of this table.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
enormous. It was so cool, and it was in the road, and I picked it up and moved it to like the side so it
Yes,
would just
very
go
good
off
of
the
you.
thing. But
Love
it
you
was
for
like, I mean, it was beautiful. Like it had like, 4 quadrants on the
Yeah,
back of the
yeah.
shell. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
those-
You
I
say
think those
20
can
to
live a
30, you
really
say
long
5 to 15?
I don't know.
Let me
15.
put in a guess.
5 to 15, right? 10-year split. So
Yeah,
it's
5
like
to 15. You say 20 to 30.
I'll go with 8.
8 to 18.
18. Okay. Daniel's exactly right. 20 to 30 years.
Very nice.
And they're named for longer than a dog. I mean, like cat, right? Cats can live to be like 24, right?
Yeah. So
named for a distinctive reddish stripe behind each eye. Red-eared slider turtles can weigh up to how many pounds?
Well, if it's only 5, is that a baby?
Yeah, it can go up to 5 to 11 inches. So it can weigh up to how many pounds?
2 pounds.
8 pounds.
You're right, Randy. 2 pounds. I'm sorry, I jumped you on that.
Oh, that's all right. I was just going to throw out a number.
Port Authority police questioned the man and took possession of the turtle. Why are they taking it away? They indicated
they're going to release it in the wild.
They would contact the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and local animal control officials.
Get this turtle to the Mississippi.
That's right. As best they could tell, the turtle was not harmed by the man's action, although it is.
Yeah, but turtle does not want to be down your pants. It is.
Yeah.
The
What
man,
did that turtle see?
The man missed his flight and was exported from the checkpoint by police. The agency did not say if he would face charges. Carter said he believed this is the first time a case like this had occurred. We've seen travelers try to conceal knives, other weapons in their person, in their shoes, and their luggage. However, I believe this is the first time we came across someone concealing a live animal down the front of his pants. Maybe this is how he's getting off.
I mean, so wait, are they saying that they've concealed them down the back of their pants?
They were very specific about that.
The front of their pants.
Front? No, we've never seen the front.
Seen a ton in the back. I can't tell you how many kimono dragons we've seen try to slip in the back door.
In 2024, TSA stopped a traveler from bringing a bag of snakes on board a plane.
Oh, yeah, a bag
It's
of
literally
snakes.
the movie.
That literally is the
snakes
movie.
on a plane.
In 2023, Miami airport officials confiscated a bag of smuggled Amazon parrot eggs and live birds after they heard chirping come from a duffel bag.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
If your
Stop it! If your duffel bag is chirping, you might be smuggling an animal in the airport. And that's it.
Sometimes you have to fly private.
Right, or just drive.
It is enough to make a
Or
guy
just
flip.
drive.
Yeah, going back, this is why the road trips are the best. Because,
exactly.
You don't have to
bring
deal
whatever
with this
you
kind
want.
of thing. Yeah.
Just drive. That's all it is. Well, that's a cute little
All
turtle.
right, there's
I like
story
that.
number 2, Rand. Give us a little teaser 3.
We have, speaking of animals, the animals get their revenge in story 3.
Yes!
There you go, or so a man claims. Henry Phillips is with us. We'll talk about what we have going on in Dumb People Town. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
So I'm watching this dog. We're watching it for a couple months, and I feel like in some ways I'm auditioning to be the parent of this dog.
Well,
you get that,
kind
right?
of are doing a good job.
Well, I love her
this
so
dog.
much, and I'm Googling things because it's been a while since I've had a pet, and I'm like,
What does
dogs,
it mean when she cocks her head this way?
Right. Can they eat watermelon? Like, what are I know they can't eat chocolate.
They
I
can't
know they
eat
can't eat
watermelon.
turkey. I don't know. I'm getting all the things, but what I want to be is like, I want to be on top of it. I want enough food, and when the food runs out, I want to get new food.
Flea meds if you need.
Toys if she needs toys. The treats that I give her every night after she goes in the yard and does her things, I want her to be happy and to get what she needs, and I want her to be my dog.
Well, thankfully, this podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Chewy. I love Chewy so much with over 100,000 products from top pet brands. And I know
mentioned this, yes.
Chewy makes it easy to find everything from food to treats to beds to toys, things I've bought. All of those things from Chewy, all delivered to your door in 1 to 2 days. They also carry supplies for birds, fish, reptiles, other small pets. To support your pet's health, they offer prescription medications, telehealth, well visits, vet visits, pet insurance, and are expanding in-person pet clinics. As temperatures rise, Jay, we're heading into the summertime.
That's right.
So does the risk of fleas and ticks. I know it. My dogs have dealt with fleas, and I get all my medication through these guys. Even for indoor pets, and my dogs don't go out that much. They're not dog park dogs, but they get them. It's just so weird. These pests can spread through other animals, visits to the groomer or vet or whatever. So like they've got you covered. Let me just say this about Chewy. And we know they have all the products, and we know that gets to your door in 2 days, 1 to 2 days. I was a Chewy user long before they ever sponsored our podcast.
That's right.
And we would tell everybody about them. People are like, you got a dog? You should please tell me you're using Chewy because the stuff is so good. So I love them so much, and I want you, if you have a pet, to just start using them. Start using them.
Make your life easier around having.
Well, Chewy has everything you need to keep your pet happy and healthy. And right now, you can save $20 on your first order and get free shipping by going to chewy.com/DPT. Let them know we sent you. That's chewy.com/DPT to save $20 on your first order. With free shipping, chewy.com/DPT. Minimum purchase required. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See site for complete details. Love you, Chewy.
Hey, Townies, I'm not big on trends.
You aren't.
Not a trends
You
guy.
blaze your own path. Dan.
Yeah, I also try to stick to what works. But I am big on clothes that feel good and last.
Yep.
That's why I'm going back and back and back to Quince. Their lightweight layers and high-quality staples have become my everyday essentials. I love my linen shirt that I got for the summer.
I got
white
linen shorts.
shirt.
They're amazing, dude. I got some green linen shorts that are just.
I got a great
perfect.
black T-shirt from them that I really like as well.
Quality's good too.
I got charcoal gray golf pants because I've been golfing a lot with my kids.
But you screwed up, Jay.
So I screwed up. Here's what I did.
Jay, this
Dummy
is so
me.
you.
I ordered 31-34 instead of 34-31. I'm never going to be a 31 waist ever again. But you know who is a 31 waist?
Your son.
Who has been asking for golf pants. I got him. He's taller than me. It was easy to get him. You know,
didn't have to get him shortened
not
like
much.
we do.
And he is like, they're his favorite
So now
golfing
Liev's
pants.
a Quince guy.
He's a Quince guy. He wears them out. I saw him wearing them out not to golf. I'm like, are you going golfing right now? He's like, no, I just love these
Quince
pants.
has all the things
Boom.
that you actually want to wear this summer, especially if you're Jason's son.
Thank
Like
you.
organic cotton silk polos, European linen beach shorts, if you're Randy, and comfortable pants that work for everything from backyard hangs to nice dinners. The best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar. It blew me away
very
when I first started
affordable.
using Quince.
Yes, sir.
By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you luxury pieces without the markups, and Quince only works with factories that use, love this, safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices
you.
and premium fabrics and finishes.
So here's the deal, guys. Stick with the staples that last, and then the staples that are elevated. The elevated essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/DPT for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/DPT to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DPT.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we jump into story 3, and before we tell you what we have going on, Jay,
We were talking about jet skiing down the Mississippi.
Kurt
Braunohler did
jet
it.
skiing down the Mississippi.
I do.
I think Kanane joined him for a part of it.
I do want to like go jet skiing with my son, like in some
You
like
should.
nice vacation place.
Just
like,
go to
in
the
a-
Ozarks.
I know the Ozarks.
It's great to
should
do it there.
You
I would think
absolutely
maybe
Caught it.
a lake would be safer, right?
should. Lake.
Yeah,
Let's do it in the
jet-
Ozarks.
100%.
We should jet ski.
Or another river.
Have you
other
taken
than
your
the
kids to the
Mississippi.
Ozarks?
we have.
You have.
I
I
have.
haven't.
We were at the Ozarks, and we were at the
The
pool.
Horny Toad?
No, we were at the pool in the where we were that at the not wasn't
Condo.
Tantera in the condo, and a woman came up to us and she was bleeding
Yeah.
at the pool, and she
From
asked,
where?
on her leg.
Okay.
And she asked us if she could use our phone. And we said, no, our phone doesn't work. And then we made a phone call.
My answer would be on speaker, and I'll dial. I mean, what's the difference, right?
Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea.
Because you're never seeing that phone again. All right. Let's do the
So
last
let's
story.
do this last story. Before we get to that, we should let people know what we have going on. If this is happening, I'm
Didn't I
assuming.
just see you guys move some date to the fall?
Yeah,
Yes.
so our Raleigh date got moved.
Okay.
I'm sorry to
We're
the Raleigh
supposed to do the Rialto Theater as part of this cancer benefit. They wanted to make sure they could sell it out. And so it's not just us on the show. It's a bunch of other people on the show. They decided
Moving
more
pieces.
ramp-up time.
Yeah,
more
for
ramp up
sure.
time, so it's going to be in the fall, probably September.
Mid-September.
But we are going to be in May at the historic Everett Theater. We were trying to maybe pair another date alongside that, which would be fantastic up in the Pacific Northwest. But we'll be at the historic Everett Theater, which is awesome. I mean, like
May
800
17th.
seats, May
It's a
17th,
Saturday night.
night. And then June 13th, we'll be at the Pendry Hotel down in Newport Beach, which is a great little room down there.
You know what we should try and do?
What?
We should try to do a Bell House this year.
Yeah, I would love to.
Maybe Bell in the fall.
Yeah.
I would love it. I love it.
Especially
Live
if you
Dub
guys are
People
on the
Town.
East Coast already.
Yeah, if we do that theater in Fairfield, Connecticut,
We might be able to Bell House around that.
I will also say, anybody who is ever interested in hearing the Sklars and us talk about what we should do or our lives should be listening to our Patreon.
Our Patreon
It's only
is so
$5.
much
This
fun.
is like we have these like behind the curtain conversations.
Oh, it's just-
because what we really should do is work
like
it
the
out.
lights are
We
off.
should work it out that like I'm in Boston and you guys are in like DC or New York, and then we meet up on like a Sunday, do a
in.
live dump.
I'm into
We
all
should
of
get
it.
better about that.
Let's do that.
let's do it.
Like even if we did it 4 times a year.
You ready for this?
agree.
If you,
I
you just
will.
need to find a city between Boston and DC. I don't know
There's
if you
none.
can. Yeah,
I don't think there is one, but we'll keep looking.
Yeah, you could find something.
All right, I did not write down who sent this in, and I'm really sorry for the person who sent
Ooh,
this in. I'm usually so good at this.
Randy's mad at these people.
I'm mad. All right, you ready for this? Here's story number 3. Man claims he was shot by his dog while lying in bed. Teach you to put a turtle in your
Claims.
pants.
Claims.
That's so much
This
worse than
means-
dog ate my
Yeah.
homework.
This means unmarried,
Yeah.
He shot himself.
I was going to say sleeps with gun on his bed. Dog jumps on the bed.
It goes off. Memphis, Tennessee.
Sounds about right.
A man
feasible.
claimed that he was shot by his dog while lying in bed Monday morning.
It is a boxer. It tried to jack him in the face.
That's right. The Memphis Police Department responded to the accidental injury call in the 700 block of Whitney Avenue before what time?
9 a.m.
7.
p.m.
5.
5 a.m. Okay. One of you is 1 hour off.
8 a.m. Oh, no. One
That's
of us.
weird.
Then I'd
We're
say
all-
6 a.m.
I'll say 10.
4.
Okay. Get your answers in, townies. Just before 4 a.m. There you go, Henry.
Yeah,
job,
it couldn't have
sir.
been me because I was in between.
Where
I know.
Gerald Kirkwood, Jerald, Gerald Kirkwood,
J-E-R.
A-L-D.
Gerald Kirkwood sounds
Gerald.
like a Coen Brothers character.
I'm saying
Yeah,
it
it
is Gerald.
does.
You are right, but
He goes by Gerald.
no. I think you're right that he goes by Gerald.
Gerald, but it's-
if you look at that and you really try, it's Gerald.
Sounds like a character from like
Gerald.
Superman. That's like Superman's uncle.
Gerald Kirkwood
Gerald.
told police he was lying in bed with his female friend. I was lying in bed.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
His
Humble
female
brag.
friend, a dog.
Jesus
I'm in
Christ.
bed with this bitch. You mean your dog?
No, my female friend. I call her my bitch.
I owe this man an apology for thinking he was in bed alone.
Well, you said unmarried.
It's still, you're right.
When his dog, what, Dan?
Jumped up on the
Jumped
bed.
on the bed. Oreo,
I love
the
that name.
howled pit bull.
I love this
thought-
dog.
How old is the Oreo? The
Oh, an
4.
Oreo dog.
4?
Four.
How old is Oreo?
Gray,
Oh,
black,
do you
and
think
white.
they call
I'm going to definitively say Oreo is 9.
9. What do you think?
Oreo is? What'd you say?
4.
Four.
What do you
Ooh,
think?
I was going to say 3. I'll say Oreo is 6.
Okay, get your answers in, townies, because Oreo only 1.
But even better.
The 1-year-old pit bull
Puppy.
You call him,
allegedly
like double stuff.
allegedly got his paw stuck in the trigger guard. Why is your gun on your bed?
It's great.
What in the world are you doing with it?
Now that is the real.
That is the
Coen
question.
Brothers. That's the Coen Brothers question in this story.
Right.
Like
He-
what's going on?
He
that
hit
there's
the
a gun
trigger.
in the back.
Kirkwood was grazed by a bullet
Got lucky.
in the top of his left thigh. Shouldn't it be on the top of his left thigh? Grazed on the top of your left
He
what does
thigh?
that
sleeps
mean?
with his gun
Barrels pointed
pointing
down.
into his balls.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, you dummy?
Reports.
Safety off as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yes,
so
so
here's
many
where
things
the
there.
story you're like,
Thank you.
okay, well, if that's what happened and Oreo jumped on the bed and the paw got stuck in the trigger, you're like, that's what happened. Then things happen.
Oreo. Oreo.
Then things happen where you're like, that's not what happened.
Whoa, Oreo.
All right.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oreo. All right.
Oreo Speedwagon.
Oreo Speedwagon.
Henry for the win.
I'm gonna keep on shooting you, 'cause it's the Oreo thing to do. Okay.
I don't want to bark.
I just
You
wanna
can't stop that song once you
keep
start.
on shooting
Can't stop.
you.
You can't put the
Okay.
toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay,
right?
so where's the lie
That could be a
start?
good
Right?
Reports say the female friend left the scene after the accidental shooting.
Yeah,
and,
red flag. That's
and
a red flag.
took the gun with her.
Good. Good.
Good.
You know, after an accident, you want to just get rid of.
I
the
will
evidence.
say, we started this podcast that we're actually coming up on one of our anniversaries right now. We started this podcast, I believe, in April of 2012.
Yes.
Okay? I don't know that we've ever done a story where a woman accidentally shot herself.
So,
So I'm glad she took the gun.
she took the gun.
Because it's always a guy,
Right.
accidentally or on purpose, shooting himself in the leg.
The victim was taken to Regional 1 in non-critical condition.
It's a grace.
Quote, there was a freak incident.
Yeah.
Was an accident, too.
No, it was an incident.
Freak incident. It's a super freak. And
Incident.
she jumped up. The dog jumped up and caused the gun to discharge.
Anytime you have to like really explain what happened in crazy detail.
Are you ready for this?
I thought you were
This is why
sleeping.
this makes it weird now too. There was a freak incident, quote, and the dog jumped up and caused the gun to discharge, said a friend of the wounded man. So now
Said-
other people who were not there are
Yeah.
starting. This is what happened. Dog jumped on the bed, discharged the thing. Where's the gun? I don't know.
Right.
The
She's
woman
got
took it.
Good.
She's got it.
Sounds like
Might
the
be
New
her gun.
Testament.
Set a prayer. Now, what's the news source on this? I'm just
I
curious.
don't. I'll get it. WREG.
WR.
Said a friend of the wound. Like that
Yeah,
just doesn't
don't
sound
it?
like responsible.
Heard it from a friend who
Nice.
Heard it from a friend who Heard it from another that her dog shot her. All right. The friend said that the pit bull is really friendly and that his friend is fun. Oreo. That's the name of this episode.
Wait, say that sentence again.
Oreo Speedwagon is the name of this episode. Every song that comes out about this story is an Oreo Speedwagon.
Wait, what did they say?
The friend said that the pit bull is really friendly and that his friend is fine.
Yeah, it's a great.
My friend's fine. It's a really friendly. Why can't we talk directly to him? I don't know. The WRE.
Here, you know what? We were casting a lot of aspersions. She took the gun. It could have been her gun, and he didn't know the gun was even in the bed.
What?
Then you would be like, what the fuck?
Who did that? The WREG reporter visited the house on Monday and was told the victim was not there, but the dog named Oreo was.
I want to meet Oreo.
Oreo's like out. Oreo's like, why did you drag me into your crazy sex stuff?
Yeah.
I just want fans of ours to make like the crazy
Oreos.
Give me some Oreo artwork.
Yeah.
Right?
I was also going to say, from now on, anybody who submits stories, feel free to include a picture of your pet, and I may start showing people's pets.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, Oreo, probably the whole time, 1 year old.
Yeah.
The whole time thinks this is the most fun they've had.
Loves the
yeah.
Like as the gun goes off, they're barking. Everybody's jumping up, running around. They're like, yeah, what are
All
we
the
doing?
people coming in.
Yeah,
this is a dog's dream.
This is so great. It's exciting.
Right?
It's so fun. So fun.
Amazing.
More people to play with.
Yeah.
So
Am I a good girl? Am I a good girl? Yes, you are, Oreo.
It's a boy.
Good
Number
boy.
one. Number two.
This is how he got neutered.
I found a TikTok of dogs saying "I love you."
Yeah, cats do it too.
Just,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
So now I am.
You think you can teach your dogs?
I can teach my dogs
You
to
can't.
do it, and I can't. So
You can't.
every day I say to my dogs over and over,
Trying to get a little mimic action going. But your dogs don't really howl much, do they?
They don't, but I'm like, how?
Why can't you say it? Then you
But-
get mad at them.
I get mad at it? But how did the first person who got his dog?
Well, what
to
do you think
that?
of the people that do the buttons where
I
the
think
animals
some
say
dogs
things?
just are more prone to making those types of noises.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that my cat has made noises like that I might construe as that. I know.
Nice shoes,
But cats, you'd be absolutely fooling yourself if you thought
Wait,
you
your
could
cat
cat
do
anything.
anything.
Yeah. They
Your
just
cat
stare
said
at you.
nice
do.
shoes. Did you get those from Greg Warren?
But cats do stuff. I think sometimes,
be
like you'll be like, your cat, you'll be like, hi, and they'll go.
Yeah, well, no,
they'll give you almost the same meow back that you gave them. I'm not joking.
No. This is a very this will support your point because I've had dogs my whole life, you know, and dogs, like, if you close a door on them, they'll just be like, "Come on, let me get in there," and they just try to get in there.
Cats are like,
The
whatever.
cat will literally just sit there and do nothing and just wait for the door because he knows that eventually the door is going to open.
I know.
Right.
And then one time I saw the cat just waiting there, and I opened the door, and it literally just went meow, and then went like I was like,
It's like
did
a
he
thank
just
you.
say thank you?
Yeah,
I think he just said
thank you.
thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
they're the-
amazing.
I mean,
I've got eyes on Oreo, guys.
got eyes on
Oh,
Oreo.
we're like,
Oh, look at that good doggy.
Oreo.
Look at that good doggy.
looks like one of those lemon Oreos.
I want that dog.
Look at that dog.
It's a.
He
yeah.
looks a little traumatized. Like, I didn't know what I was doing.
There's no way that dog shot anyone. This bitch shot her dude.
Yeah,
and
she shot him
blamed
and
the dog.
blamed the dog.
Don't you blame
Also, I
this
love
dog?
it. They're taking
That's
Oreo to
right.
the Peanut movie.
They must have been. Now, one thing that's cool.
He's got a peanut
is
allergy.
A lot of these stories, not all of them, but and maybe not even this one, but I'm just like, this is probably a way. This will never happen to me. Sure. This is one thing because I have plenty of things to worry about, but I don't have to worry about this.
You don't have this kind of
particular
dog, and you don't have a
situation with
gun, and you don't.
Yeah.
And no one's bringing a gun into
I just
your bed.
wouldn't be in that.
No.
Unless I were very lonely and had a one-night stand, maybe in Naperville.
Yeah, you know.
And somebody had a gun.
Brought a
in
gun
there.
into
So
the party.
I can't vet who's gonna be.
Yeah, that's
with.
true. But
You can't-
generally speaking, I think I'm safe from this
I think you're
particular
safe, too.
form of death.
I think you have to assume that someone's going to bring a gun to a Naperville one-night stand.
That's true.
Oreo's amazing. Henry Phillips is
Oreo
amazing.
Speedwagon.
Oreo Speedwagon. It's the greatest thing ever. This is Dumb People Town. It's the greatest 40 to 45 minute
love it.
romp
It's a little
ever.
jam.
We live in it. We love it. Come support all of us. See us all when we do live stuff. We love you guys. And oh snap, we got to get back to work.
Peace.
Stick around,